2019 World Happiness Report said that negative feelings, worry, sadness, and anger are rising around the world. It also said that the happiness gap is also widening, which means people who are happy are getting happier and those who are unhappy are getting more unhappy. Now, when you add the COVID pandemic to the mix, things just get worse. So today, on World Happiness Day, I'm going to be talking about how to be happier by using fasting as a tool. My name is Rashmi Pacha. I'm a health coach. I'm the founder of Ainari, which is a women's health platform. So let us understand about the various happiness neurotransmitters and how they can be balanced through simply fasting. First things first, deficiencies in zinc or magnesium or an imbalance in neurotransmitters can affect how we perceive happiness. So make sure that you're not deficient in either zinc or magnesium as one of the first steps. Coming back to neurotransmitters, which ones do we really need to balance for us to be happy? How can we use fasting to balance these neurotransmitters out is what we're going to discuss in today's video. So there are 4 neurotransmitters that we need to keep in balance. The first one is dopamine. It is the neurotransmitter that influences your mood and feelings of reward and motivation. It is primarily made in the brain and gets released when your brain is expecting a reward. So when you put out that post on Instagram or Facebook and you see it getting likes, dopamine is the hormone that gets released or the neurotransmitter that gets released, and it makes you feel happy. Just like when you have too much sugar, you become insulin resistant. When you're constantly putting yourself in the reward loop, you can become dopamine resistant. Basically, the fragile dopamine receptors just shut themselves down and cannot take the dopamine in. So then you start looking for bigger ways to reward yourself. So you end up, let's say, binge watching Netflix, or you go, and shop online, and so on and so forth. So how do we fix this? First one is really intuitive. Take the stimulants away. So put your phone away. Don't watch anything. Don't post anything. Don't eat. Basically, just get bored and let your dopamine receptors get a break. And now, the important bit and the purpose of this video: fasting can help reset the dopamine pathways. How? Very simple. Practice OMAD, or the 1 meal a day fast. All of next month we are going to be talking about fasting, so watch out for the video on OMAD. But just to quickly tell you what it is, what it simply means is going without food for 24 hours and eating just one healthy meal on that day. The second neurotransmitter that we're going to be talking about is serotonin. It is basically your well-being neurotransmitter and helps regulate anxiety. It is primarily 90% of it is made in your gut. So what you eat can affect this, and also you can use fasting to upregulate your serotonin levels. How? Practice autophagic fasting. Now, what is autophagic fasting? Think of it as an intermittent fasting, but for 17 hours. And on that day, make sure you have a ketobiotic meal, which simply means you keep your net carbs, I repeat, net carbs under 50 grams, and those net carbs should come from organic vegetables ideally. Keep your proteins around 50 grams, and most importantly, make sure that 60% of your calories on that day come in from good fats. Now, point number 3, GABA. It is an amino acid which acts as a neurotransmitter that helps calm down your brain. It is very well proven that ketones helps GABA go up. So those of you who practice keto will find that your mental clarity has increased with this. Same thing happens when you go into some of the longer fasts. You get a good dose of GABA, making you feel calmer. How? Ketones go up to the brain, go up into the brain and start repairing the neurons in the brain. The longer you are in a state of ketosis, the more GABA you get. The longer you go into a fast, the calmer you feel because of the same GABA. So watch out for our forthcoming videos on keto and the longer fast, of course. Fourth neurotransmitter, BDNF. It is a neurotransmitter modulator actually. It is like a brain fertilizer that is important for learning and memory. So when you go through the longer fast, you can retain information longer. There are fasts that you can do to increase BDNF, and here's the best part. When BDNF goes up, You reset your dopamine pathways so you perceive joy much better. Remember how nice you feel right after you exercise or a run? That's the effect of BDNF. Now, what if I told you that one simple fast can make you feel three and a half times the joy that you get from exercise? A scientific study shows that 48 hours of fasting can help you upregulate BDNF by 3.5 times. How cool is that? Who would have thought that abstinence can actually make us happier? Yes, fasting is miraculous, and this is why I personally love it so much. We'll keep bringing you more and more information on fasting, and if you want more information on how to practice fasting under the guidance of a health coach, just send us a DM and we will share all the details with you. Oh, and before we leave, here's the easiest one. Go hug someone you love and boost your oxytocin level. Stay happy, stay healthy.